But now we're gonna have a nice lazy day in Epcot. You ready?
Yep.
Good. Well, after a lazy morning, well, it's not really lazy. We had to check out of our hotel at Old Key West and move over to Animal Kingdom and Kidani Village. Make sure you check out the room review on Old Key West and on Kidani Village. We're gonna both be up on our channel. But now we're gonna have a nice lazy day in Epcot. You ready?
Yep.
Good. As I always point out, Spaceship Earth is very tempting to do right when you walk in the park. Wait till later, it will be lower. Right now it's at a 35-minute wait. For those you might not know, the Connections Cafe is the local Starbucks in Epcot. They have a pretty good selection, and I do find that this Starbucks seems to be one of the faster Starbucks in the Walt Disney World area. As a little treat before we go outside into the World Showcase, Michelle and I decided to grab the Orange Bird Liège waffle here at Connections Cafe. It looks pretty tasty, and I'm hoping that this is as good as it looks. Yeah, Liège waffle was good. I enjoyed it. It had a little bit of hint of orange in it, and the white chocolate medallion is not my favorite part of it, but the rest of it was very good. Those Liège waffles are surprisingly tasty. Would you agree? I did that to her on purpose. I saw her, she was about to take the bite, and I did it to her. She hates it when I do that, but she still loves me, sometimes.
I know a lot of people don't like the look of the new Connections Cafe and Eatery, but I like how bright and open it is. I know it's modern, but I like it.
Figment, are we gonna have a good day today? Nope. Yeah, there he is. Yep, see, being playful, that's what I thought. We are making our way into World Showcase. We literally said, what are we doing today? And Michelle goes, I don't know. Not that that's an atypical response from her, but, you know. Am I wrong? And the gigantic, goofy topiary is greeting us as we walk in. Still don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to head left because only reasonable people head left in Epcot. One of the important reasons to go left is that if you want to have a character interaction, there's a spot over here. They will often have random Fab 5 characters out here just meeting and greeting. It's usually Minnie or sometimes Pluto. I've seen Mickey out here. Donald has a spot in Mexico that he meets at, but that's why you should go left, because you get to meet characters faster. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció, ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. I love Mariachi Cobre. If they're playing, I will stop and listen to them. And they just gave that man, a random person just there, a little birthday treat. And it was so nice for them to do that. And happy birthday, Bill. Cheers to you with my tea. I love Mariachi Cobre. They're so good. Live music makes the difference here. So right before you get to the African trading post on the bridge, if you look over here to the left, you're gonna see, and I always forget what they are, so I'm gonna put the actual names underneath. You're gonna see this nesting area that they have for all these native Florida birds. And this is the time of year that they're up here. They've migrated, and this is where they kind of stop. And hundreds of them are found in those trees all day long. I highly recommend just taking a moment, looking over here and getting in some nature. I'll put the name of the two different birds that nest over there down along the bottom so that I don't get them wrong right now. I've decided to stop and get myself some treats here at the Bowen Markt. I'm gonna get myself the warm pretzel bread with Gruyere cheese and ham, and also the warm cheese strudel, possibly a beer. I'm not sure yet. Michelle found a really gorgeous spot to enjoy my food from the Bowen Market. Got Spaceship Earth in the background, and a beer flight, and my warm cheese strudel with berry compote, and the pretzel with cheese and ham, and Black Forest ham, and I also got the beer flight. Beer flight is the Bitburger Premium Pills, the Stiegel Brewery Radler Raspberry, and the Flensburger Dunkel over here on the far side. And I'm looking for all of these beers and food and beautiful company. I'm gonna offer you a tip. If you need a nice quiet spot in the shade, the American Gardens Theater is a really good spot to do that. It has these trees that are growing up out of it, and oftentimes when it's not being used, they just have the ropes down and you can walk in and sit on the comfortable benches and chill out in the shade. Just a little tip. Now I will say with that tip that today we don't need it. There is a gorgeous, gorgeous heavy breeze coming off the lagoon. We are perfectly cool today, walking in the sun. Unfortunately, Michelle keeps having to take off her earrings because we actually have matching outfits. Hold up the ears so they can see them. We have matching outfits today. She's wearing her Epcot dress, and I have my Figment shirt on with her Figment ears, and so we match today. So the breeze is keeping us from being cute. How dare you, breeze? Keeping us cool, not cute. One of the things I think is pretty cool is that the Bonsai Society of Florida has loaned these bonsai trees to Disney to put on display. This one's 50 years old. This one is 25 years old. They look so pretty. They're so well maintained. This paper flower tree is 40 years old. And then that one over there is 55 years old. These are so pretty, so well done. Michelle stopped at the France booth, the Fleur de Lis, and she got herself the croissant au fromage de chèvre with herbs et à la rôtie. I tried to say it right. Croissant with goat cheese, herbs, and roasted garlic. And she also got herself daube de bœuf à la provençale, compote de tomate au romarin, gnocchi à la niçoise. My French is rudimentary because of my singing, so I apologize for those of you who speak French. And it is the provincial style braised beef with rosemary, tomato, and niçoise gnocchi. And that is the La Vie en Rose frozen slush with vodka, Grey Goose, l'orange, Saint Germain liqueur, white and red cranberry juice. And this is Michelle's meal for today. Looks tasty, right? Yep. Also, it would not be a festival booth day if we weren't eating on a shaded trash can, right? Yep. While Michelle was getting her food in France, I did a 1 p.m. boarding group. And as I've said in my tips many, many times, 1 p.m. boarding groups are way easier to get. I got boarding group 106. 106 means that we get to be on it. Now, here's the cool thing. Today is for deluxe resort guests, which we happen to be because we're staying at Animal Kingdom Kidani Village. We will be able to stay late. There's extra hours for us. And because of that, at 6 p.m., I can go for the Gardens queue again, and it's different from the first one, which means I can get it twice today. And I'm going to do it. I am going to do it.
I started with the croissant. I've had that before, and even though I said this time I was going to try all different things, I came back for that. I don't know, it's cheese and it's bread and it's very tasty. And while I was eating that, I sort of regretted not grabbing a knife, but I didn't feel like going back. But then I got to the beef, and it was not necessary. It was just like pull apart, tender. It was really good. It's a great combination of food. I don't know. It was just all really tasty. And then the drink was actually kind of worth the value. I usually feel like the mixed drinks and the wines and the booths are kind of not worth it, but this is at least a decent size, so, and it was good.
Michelle and I took a respite in the shade over here by Canada, and I want to point out that we have a large number of birds who are congregating, and this duck happens to be rather friendly, you think, until it bites. So just understand, I was just speaking to another guest here, and they said that that particular duck bit them, and I'm within inches of that duck. So just be careful. Also, it's highly recommended you don't feed the birds on Disney property. In fact, they ask you not to, for this reason. I always thought there were balls of gas burning billions of miles away. Pumbaa, with you, everything's gas. Oh. I mean, I'm wearing the perfect shirt to visit with the succulent Figment that they have going on here. But we need to go on Journey to Imagination now because Michelle and I have our Figment gear on. I like this little Easter egg. Dean Finder. Dean Finder is Dream Finder, the original person for the Figment of Imagination ride.
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Figment!
Figment?
For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us... Woohoo! You win one cent! imagination is a blast!
If you don't ride Figment, you can still come here to ImageWorks, but a lot of people don't know it's here. Lots of things you can do to play along with Figment, conduct your own orchestra, make them play sounds, and then on top of that, you can meet, and there she goes, she's going off. Yep, there she is. Vanellope von Schweetz meets out here. Vanellope von Schweetz is leaving through the internet. The link. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that happened, and that was a new thing for me. That was awesome. That was cool. So after getting off Figment and singing along with our favorite purple dragon, Michelle and I are heading up into the land pavilion because I was able to get us a walk up to the DVC Member Lounge over at the Imagination Pavilion. So we wanted to stay close, but we wanted to stay cool. So we're gonna go see if we can go into the land, maybe get on Living with the Land or something, just to have a nice little lazy afternoon here in Epcot. We have about 30 to 40 minutes before we have to return back to the Imagination Pavilion. But once we do, we get to go up into the DVC Lounge, which is something we've never been able to do before. And what better way to be lazy at Epcot than to get on Living with the Land? Pluto was just up there talking to the dog on the Living with the Land ride. That was great. That dog, right there. One that never stops barking. One of the tours we highly recommend is the Behind the Seats tour. And as you can see, there's people on the land right now are receiving the Behind the Seats tour. They get it with a trained biologist student who is one of the interns here. And it is a fabulous, inexpensive tour. Michelle and I always love Living with the Land, and now we have to make our way back over to the Imagination Pavilion to get to the DVC Lounge because our time was called while we were riding Living with the Land, so we're gonna have to kind of move it. So here we go. As you can see on the sign, you go to the left into the ImageWorks to find the DVC Member Lounge, and we are on our way in right now. This is my first time in this lounge, and it's up in the glass pyramid of the Imagination Pavilion. This is so cool. Oh yeah, nothing like kicking back and relaxing in the glass pyramid. Those soda machines there are for member use only. There's everything in them. There's soda, there's orange, if you want Fanta, if you want iced tea. There's also a hot tea, hot coffee machine. We got AHA Blueberry Pomegranate Seltzer. They also had Doritos and graham cracker bites that you could get. And I mean, just look at this space. I mean, look at, pretty cool. Again, it's the Disney Vacation Club Member Lounge. And I'm gonna kick back and relax in the AC. You see, Michelle luxuriating in her Figment ears in Figment's home. Well, above Figment's home. This is gorgeous in here. I like the fact that you can see Spaceship Earth through the window right there. That is really cool. But so Michelle, what do you think?
It's nice up here. Quiet-ish. Quieter than the parks.
It's really nice when you can lounge in a really comfortable chair that I need for my house and just chill out in a space in Disney World and get free stuff. Free snacks, free soda and drinks. Can't beat that. Well, that was surprisingly cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're heading out. Our Guardians group has been called. Michelle, of course, wants to stop in the gift shop real quick, but you know. Again. But we're heading over to Guardians to get on that ride, which we absolutely love. Well, as we were making our way over to Guardians, I do want to talk about one thing that's kind of important about this. We're gonna get there, and this isn't Lightning Lane. We did not buy Lightning Lane. We just got up and either at 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. Today, as I said before, was at 1 p.m. I went and got my group because we got here a little later. The thing you have to understand is that you will wait once you get on the ride, especially if you've gotten the virtual queue. There is a line inside that is created by the virtual queue. The Lightning Lane is the one that's going to shorten that line. The virtual queue is not. So we're going to head over to Guardians and probably wait 30 to 45 minutes and then have to make it over to our dining reservation over at Ale and Compass. And if you can't see that group of people right by the front of the building, that is the line out the door. Now, mind you, this line actually moves pretty quickly as long as there isn't anything dumb that happens. So Michelle and I made a call. Actually, Michelle made the call, and I think she made the right one. We were about to go in the door into the Wonders of Xandar Pavilion, as they like to call it, and then we were like, look, this line's gonna be way too long. We are going to miss our 5 o'clock ale and compass. So we stepped out. I walked right up to a coordinator and I was like, hey, look, we have 5 o'clock reservations and this line, we can tell right now it's not gonna work for us. And we've already tapped in, is there anything we can do? And because we were nice to the cast member, you see, be nice to the cast member, she actually gave us a return at any time to the virtual queue pass, which that means that whenever we come back, we can just get in the virtual queue again. Now, I'll be honest, I'm gonna go for the 6 o'clock one again, because maybe it'd be great to get 2 rides on it tonight, but we can come back to that virtual queue at any point before park close. For the first park close, before 9 o'clock. From 9 to 11, we have to have the other queue. So, just remember, being nice to cast members pays off. Now Michelle and I don't have to run to the Yacht and Beach Club. We can walk there, which is what we're doing right now. Remember, I said this is a lazy day in Epcot. By the way, the British Invasion Band is playing over in Britain, they're really good. But one of the things I want to tell you about is if you want to walk over to Yacht and Beach, you have to go out the International Gateway. If you don't know where that is, it's in between France and England. And you come down this walkway and there's an exit and entrance over here. This entrance also works for the resorts that are over here, Yacht and Beach, Boardwalk, Swan and Dolphin. You can walk up to it. You can also, if you really feel up to it, walk all the way to Hollywood Studios from here. Just a little thought, but I wouldn't do it. One of the really cool things is, you see this gate right here? This leads to the backside of the beach club, and those rooms are within 3 minutes of the gate to Epcot. That's pretty cool. If you wanted to see one of the more beautiful spaces in the Disney resorts, the Yacht Beach Boardwalk, which is over there, which is one of our favorites. Swan and Dolphin in the background there. Yacht and Beach here with Stormalong Bay, the most coveted pool in all of Disney apparently. Just a beautiful setting, and a friendship boat. So as you can see, we're at the Yacht and Beach Club here at the Ale and Compass. This is the first time we've ever eaten here. We ordered a salad course, and the Ale and Compass salad came. It has watercress, sorghum, pumpkin seeds, rainbow carrots, beets, and radish with lemon balsamic vinaigrette. We didn't add anything extra to it, but we are definitely looking forward to trying that. So our Parker House rolls have come out, and it has bacon jam, which is in the middle. It has pub cheese, which is over there. And then it has citrus butter, which is right here. And the rolls have come out nice and fresh and hot. And they even sent us some extra ones because we ordered it for 2 people. And these look very good. My Maple Old Fashioned arrived. This is a signature drink from the Ale and Compass. This is Old Forester Kentucky Straight Bourbon, maple syrup, orange juice, and Angostura bitters. This is going to be tasty because I love me an old fashioned. All right, Michelle's meal has come out. That is the 10-ounce New York strip with maitre d' butter, truffle fries, house steak sauce, and a watercress salad. Hers also, the truffle fries are in that canister there. We also ordered a side of truffle fries with shallot mayonnaise, which is going to be amazing. And we also have, for me, the lemon herb half chicken, which has duck fat roasted fingerling potatoes, broccolini, sauteed wild mushroom, and pan yu. This is going to be awesome. Zach, our waiter, just brought us this. We usually come out on this trip around the time of our anniversary. We're currently celebrating our 19th year together married. And Zach, our waiter, just brought us this lovely happy anniversary, as he called it, appetizer for Beaches and Cream, because we're thinking about running over Beaches and Cream for some ice cream. And we're back in Epcot. Yee! Yeah, we came into the International Gateway because you can walk there from Yacht Club after our dinner. Like I said, we're being lazy, but we do have that experience, virtual queue, come back anytime for Guardians. So we're gonna go do that because while I was at dinner, I also got an after hours ride on Guardians as well. So we're gonna get 2 rides today, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that if you're staying at a deluxe resort, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy virtual queue that you can get at 6 p.m. only if you're staying at a deluxe resort, and you can get that from anywhere near Epcot. So we got one of those. It says it's gonna let us have it in at like 9/11, which is pretty cool. Take 2. Guardians. We're gonna use these anytime you want, virtual queues, and get on this ride again. Well, we're the first time today, but again for us. I'm hoping for September.
You made it! I mean, of course you did. No crime? Get ready.
I love the fact that they've done something with that window up there to make it look like the people are farther away than they actually are. There's just something with the refraction of that window that they've done that. It's kind of fascinating.
Don't worry about it. Once we not stop this unusually large band, then you're likely doomed.
The Big Bang!
Welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
We have no room in our ship to use the rush.
Jax, it's an honorary title. You're not coming with us.
I see. It is meaningless. Well then, welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, where's that cake toast?
I love that ride. It's so much fun. Disco Inferno works, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you this, that Michelle sometimes get mildly motion sick on that ride, and so we have to kind of take it easy afterwards. And since this is a lazy day, no problem. We are going to go over to Mexico and get some margaritas at La Cava del Tequila. We made it. There was a wicked storm brewing, though. There was some flashes of lightning I have not seen down here in a while. So we made it inside Mexico, and it's probably about to get full in here because it's about to dump. But we're at La Cava, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, to weather the storm, we have Michelle's Blood Orange Margarita. I love those, really nice and sweet, but have a nice tang from the tequila. And this is my El Diablo, which I generally go to now. It is that spicy jalapeno margarita. And this is a Puro Mezcal. I did not catch the name of it because the room was very, very busy, but it came highly recommended from our server, Denora, who we really, really enjoy. We talk to her all the time. I took a sip of it in the restaurant. It is phenomenally complex. And the smoke hits you first because mezcal's a little on the smokier side, but then I got a taste of like peanut. Not peanut butter, but like peanut, like salted peanut. And it has a little bit of a sweetness in the finish too. Really good. I always really like that Diablo. That Blood Orange is my second favorite. Michelle usually gets the top shelf, but she's itching to drink hers. All right? Enjoy. What do you do when it's pouring outside and you're in the Mexico Pavilion and you need something to do and you're being lazy and you don't want to go outside? Gran Fiesta tour, right?
I was gonna say drink more tequila, but they're closed.
Yeah. So just so you know, we are now in the deluxe hours, and we just got scanned to get on this ride. So if you're not in a deluxe hotel, you're going to be scanned to ride the rides at this point. I know you can't really see, but we're in an empty boat. It's just us in row 3. Now I got to tell you, row 3 and 6'3" guy don't work. I don't fit, but it's okay.
What means ay caramba? Who is? I don't know.
3 Caballeros success. Riding the ride, there's no rain. Don't even need to pull my umbrella out. And they appear to have delayed the fireworks because there's still people around the lagoon and the torches are lit. So that says to me there's a good chance of that. But as you can see behind me, there's lots of lightning going on. So Michelle and I are gonna make our way over to that second run on Guardians of the Galaxy, hoping for September this time. It was either extra cool or extra creepy with the lightning. But Michelle and I were about to head over to Guardians, and then the show started. We thought it was completely delayed, and it wasn't apparently. And so we watched Epcot Forever in the wind with the smoke blowing right at us and the lightning.
That's still cool.
Yeah, it was still cool. Off to Guardians. Learned something. The Xandarian ship lights up with like motion LEDs. That's cool, especially with Spaceship Earth over there. Feels like we were just here.
Yeah.
That's because we were. Getting right back on it. Hoping for September. September!
So you can experience it for yourself. What's happening?
I'm not sure. Our power's out. And the cosmic generator's gone.
Okay, they're headed for the jump point. This plane is never gonna work. Rocket! Well?
You're all heroes.
You really think they deserve to be called heroes? Do you see how they dress?
It's just a figure of speech, Drax.
You are lying to them. Now I understand.
Because the way the weather is, and also because we haven't been to our new place at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, Michelle and I are just going to go and do test track, and then that'll be it for the night. Like we said, lazy day at Epcot. It's been a fun day. We've got a lot. We've done a lot of things. We've just not done a lot of exciting things. Hope you've enjoyed, hanging out with us, because that's kind of what we've done today. We've hung out, and we've got one more thing we're gonna do, which is test track, and it's running despite the lightning strikes in the sky. I guess. Whatever. Here we go. The sign up front said 40 minutes. I'm not believing it. We're almost into the studios for designing, so yeah. But they are running the announcement about the ride may be stopped at any time because there is lightning going on outside. If lightning strikes the ground within 10 miles of this ride, they will turn it off. I love how you come into test track and you go up to your design station and design a Hot Wheel. Here's our spot, Design Station 7. That's our Hot Wheel. Let's see how it does. Here we go. Inclement weather. Right as we design our car. That means lightning struck in the area. And they say, basically, that they're not gonna let you, they don't know how long. And it's getting late. So we're gonna go to a hotel. We're out, we're done. See you, bye. Actually, so what we like to say is that we've had a really fun, lazy day here in Epcot. We've done a lot of laziness. We got to go in the DVC Lounge. That was really cool. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool place. And we had a great dinner at Ale and Compass, and we got to go on Guardians twice, despite having trouble the first time. Yeah, it's been a good day. Hey, if you could, if you had a good lazy day in Epcot, tell us what you did for your lazy day. We'd really appreciate it. If you could give the video a thumbs up, we'd also appreciate that. We are going to Animal Kingdom Kidani Village. There will be a room review up. You should check that out. Anyway, we don't like to say goodbye because we're going to see you real soon. So we say, see you, bye.